Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell by the title of the video, we are testing out a new drugstore, or affordable I should say, makeup brand. Today we are going to focus on the Undone Beauty brand that you can find at Ulta. I do have a couple of other items sprinkled in here. My best friend from California sent over this gift box for Christmas, and there is a good amount of Lauren Conrad's beauty brand items, so I'm putting that in there as well. Why don't we go ahead and get started? I'm going to bring you on in closer. Okay, I am going to show you real quick just what it is that I have in front of me. First, I'll start with the Lauren Conrad. She sent over the face primer. She sent over, this is in under eye cream, which I have used once or twice, not too often. A face wash, which I haven't tested out yet, but I will. The liquid highlighter, one of her lipsticks. This is the makeup removing balm. I'm excited to try this out. The vitamin C oil, which I have tried out. We did get a cold front, a pretty cold front here in Texas, so I applied that 2 days before and I've been applying it since, and my skin has definitely been feeling really hydrated, which it typically doesn't when it gets this cold. It's in the 30s. The toner mist, which I haven't tried, I'll have to test out. And last but not least, the eyeshadow palette. Now the items that I have from Undone, I have the mascara, I have the lip to cheek palette, their water, is it a water tone? It's the water bronzer, one of their little curator eye quads, and this is the eyebrow, what is this called? The Flawlush Brow Pencil, or I don't even know what this is. And I did decide to add the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury because this is new to me as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we are going to start with is the face primer. I do like the aesthetics. She has like a soft pink, almost peachy type of look to her products. Same with like the skincare. I do like that. And then also the components that they come in. It looks like it's very biodegradable. She does have the little bunny stamp of approval for being vegan and cruelty free. I tried going on to the website, but this is on there, so I don't know prices. I don't know if she's doing a rebrand or what, but I'm still trying this out because I have all this stuff. But the main focus of this video is the Undone Beauty items. So let me go into this. It's a clear consistency. Can you see that? I don't know if I like that. It almost feels like I'm putting oil on my face. This is the only primer I'm going to use today. Just by the feel of it, it feels very oily. I don't know if I would use this as a primer because it feels pretty oily. All right, guys, I did go ahead and put my base down. I will link everything down below, but I do want to let you know that I did go in with the Haley's Beauty Concealer. Since that's a new product that I'm kind of testing out, I wanted to go ahead and use it again and see if I still like it. Okay, so now we're going to jump into Undone Beauty, and this is the water bronzer, which retails for $10. To me, for this little thing, that's kind of expensive, and it's like really, it's a drugstore or affordable beauty brand. Like, ugh. I did see a couple of reviews of this brand, and this is the product that I'm kind of the most worried about because it's a water bronzer. It comes in 4 shades, and the first lightest shade looked too orange, so I did not pick that one up, and I picked up the second lightest shade, which is in Baked 210. That's what it looks like. in case you haven't seen any reviews on this, yeah, that looks scary, right? Well, once you swatch it, that's when you see the tone of it, and it does feel like you're putting water on your skin. So I'm going to put some here. Hopefully it doesn't lift up my foundation right here. Okay, it seems to be doing okay there. I do see a little bit of foundation on here, but I think it's because of the nature of the formula. This is my Morphe, right? E48. I'm going to pick up what I don't know. I don't even know. This formula is just so wonky, but let's go ahead and see if it blends out. It does feel like you are putting water on your face. Okay, seems to be doing okay. You definitely have to work quick because I feel like it's kind of staining my skin a little bit. So I definitely feel there's going to be a learning curve with this product, or just figuring out how it works with the base that you're using for underneath, because it's just an odd formula. Okay, but it looks all right. It doesn't look bad at all. It's definitely a bronzer, like a bronzer shade, and it does dry down. So I'm touching it and it does not feel creamy or wet to the touch, which is nice. Okay, I think this is going to be more of a product that kind of acts like a stain on your skin, like a stain, you know, kind of like a lip stain. All right, I am not mad at this. I was so scared for this product, but I'm actually not mad at it. Okay, the next thing we are going to jump into is the blush. But before we move on, I did want to let you know that I did go back into the 2 new powders that I tried out in my recent trying on new makeup video, the One Size and the Hailey's Beauty, and so far I'm still loving them as well. So the Lip to Cheek palette. This is their blush and it retails for $12 and there is 8 shades available. I got it in 310 Rosy. So I don't know if you can see, but it is divided into 3 portions, and that is because there's supposed to be a full coverage, medium coverage, and a light coverage. I'm not 100% sure which one is which, if it goes from top to bottom or from bottom to top. So, and from the looks of the swatches, it looks like the top is the lightest coverage, medium, and then full. Just from the swatches on my fingers, I went 1, 2 on all 3 fingers. So lightest coverage, medium, and full coverage. Lightest coverage is at the top. It does feel pretty balmy, and you can tell that it looks pretty balmy. I'm not sure how I am going to approach this. I mean, I like the concept, but if I'm really thinking about this, like, is that how, like, would I really use it? I don't know. Like, am I going to use it the way that it was made? I don't know. Let's go into the middle portion, which is like the medium. And I'm actually going to first rub it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my fingers just to see if I get any light. Okay, it's working. I mean, it looks pretty. It's giving you that natural looking type of blush look. If you like that, you will like this. I definitely feel like the aesthetics of this beauty brand is my skin but better type of feel. Okay, I wanted to bring you in just a tiny bit close so we could see what my skin is looking like. And as you can see, the blush definitely has a little bit of glow. You know what, let me go ahead and put some on my lips and see how I like the feel of it on my lips. My lips are pretty dry. I went into the light one, the top one. Okay, it feels like a chapstick. A mattifying chapstick, and I actually am really liking the tone more than I thought I would. So the blush is pretty. It's a natural looking type of blush, so if that is not your jam, then you might not enjoy this. Okay, now is the Flawlush brow component. It's 2-in-1. So it is a brow pen and it is a brow gel. This retails for $12 and it comes in 6 colors. I got it in the shade dark brown. I'm very picky when it comes to my brow products. Here is the wand for the brow. And then on the top part, it's the marker pen. So let's see how this goes. I am going to use a spoolie from a different brush just to brush my hairs up. First thing I'm going to do is go in with the brow gel. Hopefully it's not too pigmented because I hate it when they are, and it looks like it might be, but let's just try it out and see how it goes. Okay, this is what the brows are looking like. The brown is definitely a little bit too warm tone for my taste, and it's a little too pigmented for my taste. So now I'm going to go in with the brow pen side and see how that goes. I'm just going to add a couple hairs and nothing is happening. It works, but nothing is at the tip. Yeah, there's like barely any pigment at the tip of the little brush. Both of these products are fails for me, not working. And it was $12 for this, so that kind of sucks. Okay, next is the eyes. Please excuse my eyebrows, they look odd. I do have the Lauren Conrad and the Undone Quad, but I do feel like the tones are pretty similar. This is in the shade Sunrise, and this one, I think Outfit Optional is the name of this little quad. These retail for $10. For the Undone, I don't know how much the Lauren Conrad because her website is currently down. And there is 9 different colorways available. So let's swatch these real quick. Okay, they feel kind of creamy. So it looks like 3 shimmers and just 1 matte. And the 3 mattes in the Lauren Conrad. Nice and pigmented. And it looks like 2 shimmers and then a very light cream matte. These all feel very soft and they also look very pigmented. So it looks like both palettes have a good amount of pigment to them according to the swatches, but that could change. So let me go ahead and create an eye look, the Undone on this side and the Lauren Conrad on this side, and I'll probably speed through the process and blah 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 blah. Okay, so here are the 2 eye looks. This one's of course more on the warm tone side and this one is more on the cool tone side. Formula wise, I definitely prefer the Lauren Conrad. I do feel like all of her shades just blended out a lot easier and more seamlessly. This Undone little quad, I feel like the matte one barely has any pigment. Like, I don't even think you can see the only matte shade on here. And the shimmers, like the two dark ones right here, this one was hard to blend out with a brush, and this one was a little bit easier, but they do feel creamy, so I'll have to play around with this a little bit more. But I feel like the shimmer is your best bet is the fingers, and this quad seems more appropriate for someone who likes 1 or 2 shades on their lids. Like for the day, you're only choosing to use 1 or 2 colors in this palette and then to go. But for sure, the Lauren Conrad, the shimmers are very pretty, and I like that she incorporated one that has a tiny bit more shimmer, and this one's more like a sheen type of shade. She gave us the good amount of matte shades as far as tones. You know, just if you really want to go smoky, if you don't, if you want it light colored eye look. Okay, the next item we are going into is the Undone Indie Lash Mascara, and I got it in the shade Black. This is $10 and it is available in 3 different shades. So right off the bat, I do not like the wand. It's one of those pokey plastic wands. No, yeah, I don't. So we'll see how this goes. The shape is interesting. So it's very wide on one side and then like almost flat on the other. Let's see if this does anything to my lashes. I'm gonna try and not poke myself. I always poke my eye with these kinds of wands and it hurts so bad. But it seems to be coating my lashes okay, actually. I don't hate it. I usually know if I hate it or love it right off the bat, but I don't love it. But I feel like it's doing a good job at coating my lashes, right? Okay, we are almost done. The formula on this mascara is a little sticky. I hope that makes sense. I don't absolutely hate it, but I don't absolutely love it. Okay, next thing is the Lauren Conrad liquid highlighter, and it looks like it's kind of a like goldy champagne shade, and like it's a natural type of, oh, it feels balmy. Ugh, I don't know if I like that. Actually, this is gold. Pearl is the shade it has on here. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this. Fingers is probably going to be the best. It seriously feels like water on my fingers. Definitely more of a natural glow. Okay, that's not bad. I just don't like the texture of it. It honestly feels like I'm putting water on. I'm surprised it didn't lift up my concealer. I have not set that blush though, so that could be why. Okay, before we go in with the second to last item, I just wanted to show you a close-up of my skin. So I do feel like my skin is looking very nice. It's looking like my skin, but better. The blush is looking really pretty, very natural. Also the highlight, as you can see, and I did have powder and it worked really well. Didn't lift up anything, which is surprising considering the texture of the product. Let me zoom you out a tiny bit. Okay, the next thing is the Lauren Conrad lipstick. I didn't grab from Undone Beauty like a lipstick. They did have some options, and I also didn't grab a concealer and foundation. They also did have some options. I kind of just wanted to try out a tiny bit of the brand, and then when my friend sent me this package, I'm like, okay, both of the brands seem to have that my skin but better type of aesthetic to it, so let me just put the makeup products together into one video, and that's why they're in one video. But Undone Beauty is what I really wanted to focus on because it is like a drugstore or affordable brand. So the shade that she sent me is June Berry, and it looks like it's kind of like a burgundy type of shade. So I'm probably going to use this more as like a lip stain kind of. This is definitely a shade that you see Lauren Conrad wear a lot. It goes really good with her skin tone. Okay, well that's pretty for like a pop of color, you know? This is how I would wear this shade, I think. Okay, this is pretty much both of the finished looks since I have two different eye looks. Now let's go into the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray. Okay. Oh, it smells really good. I love the smell. Okay, let me zoom you guys out a little bit. I do have my hair kind of done. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. If you have seen my New Year's resolution for my channel video, then you know what I'm talking about. So let me go over everything really quick. I do feel like this side looks like something Lauren Conrad would wear, right? Okay, so the primer, at first impressions, when I put it on, it feels oily. I don't like the way that this felt when I first put it on, but if I'm being 100% completely honest, the way that my foundation and my concealer are laying on top of it, it looks beautiful. So I'm actually a little impressed by this. I will need to keep using this and see if I keep liking it as much as I am right now with the way my base is looking. The liquid highlighter, so I actually kind of do like it. I do feel like my skin absorbed it just a tiny bit, not too much. It worked well on top of powders, which is nice. The consistency of it, and when you rub it on your hand, I don't like it because it feels like a water gel, but the end result itself looks beautiful. You do use quite a bit, but yeah, I'm actually truly enjoying this. And if you like highlighters like that, I think you might like it. I don't know what's going on with her website. I don't know what's going on. I need to go do some research. This little eyeshadow palette is actually really nice. I do feel like she did a really good job with the quality. She is doing that whole like simple, easy, everyday, bam, here it is. I like that aesthetics, especially for an everyday look. Okay, the lipstick, I'm actually really loving this as like a stain. It does have a good amount of pigment. I'm really just enjoying the way that it's looking like this right now. It looks very, very pretty. All right, now for the Undone Beauty products. So first, let's go over the water bronzer. This is actually an item that really surprised me because I do actually enjoy it. It's a very odd product. It feels like a gel. As you can see, it looks balmy, right? It feels cool to the touch. It's nice. If it's summer, it probably feels really nice. But if you blend it out, it actually turns almost to powder, and it does set down. It does not stay sticky. It almost acts like a stain, like a bronzer stain. At least that's the impression I'm getting from the first use. And I think I'm gonna keep using this. And that is strange because a lot of people did not enjoy this in the reviews that I did see. Okay, the next thing is the mascara. So the wand is interesting. The wand is not my favorite at all, but the formula, once it's dried down, it does feel nice. I do feel like it did a good job with my lashes. I feel like this eye looks better for some reason, but I have, like, you know how you have one eye that works better than the other one? With my lashes, it's this eye, and I always like how my natural lashes on this eye look better than this side. But I do feel like this mascara is an okay mascara. Is it my absolute favorite? No, it's not. Okay, this brow product was a waste of money. The gel is too pigmented. It does work well at keeping my eyebrows up. The shade is way too warm. But this thing, it is a waste of money. Like, you have to really press. It reminds me of like the old school paintbrushes that the Chinese use. The only way that you get actual pigment is when you use it on a side, and that just doesn't make any sense for your eyebrows. So this was a waste of money. Do not bother. Don't don't do it. This blush, I didn't think I would enjoy this blush, but I feel like it looks beautiful, and I'm actually really enjoying this rosy pinky shade. Whole light medium full coverage little concept that they have going on. I mean, it's nice and it's a good idea, but I don't know if I'm going to be using it that way. I don't know. But I did really enjoy it. I do feel like my blush looks absolutely beautiful, and I did not set it with powder blush. So that is really nice. I am really enjoying it. Okay, and last but not least, the Curator Eye Quad. This is a cute little quad. It's a very cool toned color story. I like the way that my eye looks. The matte definitely could improve on the pigmentation. I don't like the fact that they're not separated by anything, but that's not a big deal. The colors are nice. The shimmers, I definitely feel like they work better with your finger than with a brush. It's an okay quality quad, but I feel like there are other drugstore or affordable brands that will provide you a much better quality eyeshadow palette for the same price range, if that makes sense. Okay, well, that is everything that I tried out that is new in this video. Overall, I do feel like it was a successful trying new makeup video. There was just one really horrible product and there are some winners in this little bunch. So I'm happy with that. And that concludes this video of trying on some new makeup, focusing on Undone Beauty, which is an affordable brand at Ulta. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I would love it if you gave this video a big ol' thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. Okay, I will see you guys on the next video.